Hello Capcom, you don't know me and you probably never will. I'm not a top player, I'm never going to win EVO, and I'm very much a middling to social level gamer. However, I've started getting into fighting games. I picked up Street Fighter 4 and picked up Super and Arcade Edition after that. Obviously I missed out on some of the changes in terms of frame data and damage and things like that, but I still picked up the versions anyway. Naturally enough, I noticed the extra characters because I'm pretty perceptive that way. I bought one costume pack, I will admit to that, because I thought the robot Akuma looked pretty cool. However, outside of that, I didn't buy the DLC, but I could understand where you're coming from with that and the costumes. It was fine, it added aesthetic touches, that's grand by me. I also picked up Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and then 8 months later I picked up Ultimate Marvel. Again, I didn't buy the costumes because they didn't interest me, and I didn't buy the DLC of Shuma Gorath or Jill Valentine either. I have to say though, it was kind of annoying that you left out those two characters in Ultimate Marvel. After all, it's supposed to be the Ultimate Edition, and you left out these characters that had been in the previous game. I have to say as well, I was disappointed by the fact that Heroes and Heralds wasn't made in easily playable mode offline. Pretty well advertised, and it looked like it could have been a blast locally, have a few friends over. And this brings us to Street Fighter X Tekken, the subject of this video. You know, initially I wasn't that pushed about it, started looking at some of the trailers, some of the info, and it started getting a bit more interesting as I saw more gameplay footage. But recently you seem to be doing everything in your power to make people less interested in it. The DLC gems I could take or leave, really, to be honest. However, the DLC characters are a bit bemusing. The fact that Cody and Guy, anyway, from the Street Fighter side of things, were revealed in day one of the trailers. How can they be then DLC down the road when they're already done? And the second thing is, it was already on the disc, which YouTubers have shown, and you're now taking down their channels. However, the final straw is the fact that I'm an Xbox 360 gamer. What I wanted Street Fighter X Tekken for was to play 2v2 locally against someone online. I always find it helps lessen the rage somewhat when you've someone either supporting you or mocking you, depending on the case. I have to say, I also wanted to launch a video series similar to what Gootecks and Mike Ross do with Cross Counter. I do it with FIFA already with a few friends, and it is good fun, and someday we wanted to challenge for their 2v2 world title. But it's not to be. The worst part is that you didn't even come clean about all this. It was basically the community forcing your hand with the whole ordeal. People have posted that it's on page 22 that you can press start and play the game as normally, so you need to get better proofreaders for a start. Your response to the whole situation is that it's just not possible to do it because of the way IDs and gamer tags are handled. I'm not sure that excuse flies, and I think we need a lot more clarification. In fact, I think it's owed to us. Halo has been doing it for years, FIFA has been doing it for years, and even Mortal Kombat managed it recently enough as well. Now those are 3 different games in 3 different genres that are all capable of doing it, so why isn't Street Fighter X Tekken? Is this going to turn into a spectator mode from Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which wasn't able to be put in Marvel originally, but then 8 months later it mysteriously arrived in Ultimate? So my question is, do people have to wait for a Super, Ultimate, Complete collection, whatever you want to call it? I for one will not be waiting. I don't really care if you patch this version of Street Fighter X Tekken either. I've cancelled my pre-order from GameStop of Street Fighter X Tekken. It's finally time to say enough is enough, and I'm wondering how many others out there are in the same boat as I am.